So, it's been quite a long time, but I finally did it. My Beast Tamer Lomian boss meal. As for my personal overview on it, it's quite difficult learning to play the Beast Tamer class properly, since at the beginning it took some time to get used to swapping between each forms while bossing, since I have to cycle between 3 keyboard layouts. I could make each layout similar with each other, but I already got used to it being like this, and will for sure take some time to relearn if I ever do. So far, I learned that Beast Tamer has a really good survivability overall. While in bear form, you have a second life and able to tank pretty much any one-shots from any bosses, but you have to be in the hammer animation to be able to tank some hits. Like Papalapis Clocks, Velum's Tail, and Flotus Phase 1 lasers. You could just jump right through it. Also, you have 3 iframes by themselves, which is really good. In bird form, you have pretty good mobility, because when you're in this form, you got a additional flash jump, so making 2, the super high jump, and being able to fly and glide, which means being able to dodge Lucid's Dragon and Lotus Platform lasers really easily. Even hit Damien when he's up in the air. Also in cat form, it got pretty good party support capabilities with insane cat buffs like the gold card, a party member revive that could also do this, party healing, dispel, and final damage increase for burst. Pretty good. Bird form also has these support buffs to give other members. That's really like a lot of party buffs for everyone in the party. And just like Kana's pink barrier, it also has like a party barrier that allows players to tank some hits from bosses. If I can remember I think it could tank Lotus purple balls when you place it down, and I'm pretty sure it could tank Lucid's bomb once it happens. Bossing in this class overall is a huge learning curve as it goes, for the fact that I am swapping between different forms depending on the situation and rebuffing again in bear form. And learning to burst in this class is also quite difficult for me, since I have to use the whistle and cycle between all forms and use their buffs, then launching the burst skill to maximize the damage. Quite tedious at times, gotta say. Training has been super easy and lazy at the same time, since I'm pretty much in bird form the entire time, blowing up half of the map, flying back and forth, and I gotta say it's pretty much the laziest class for grinding in the game throughout 200 plus in any map. But of course, this is only if you have decent funding on the class. As for things I dislike about this class, is gonna be the damage overall, since it's been pretty lacking and weak when I am not using the whistle. But this could be because of my gear or nodes, but it took actually some time and a hefty amount of funding before I could one-shot some mobs at my level right now for training, and deal decent damage against bosses, which goes to show that not a lot of people would make a Beast Tamer bossing meal, since it's considered to be more of a support class. So yeah, going off with my equipments, see everything here is potential as at least 2 line of main stat, and for Beast Tamer of course it's int. So at least 18% is already good enough. And as for my gear though, Gollux gear, Superior Gollux gear, you don't have to get a Superior Gollux gear, since I got this for just to go the extra step, because it's only first the set effect is only a 15% monster ignore, and 5 magic attack or attack power, because the reinforcer would be already good enough if you try to make a Lomian Mule. I just want the extra step for this. And yeah, everything here is just at least 2 line or 18% plus of main stat, and I don't have any 15 stars item, and all that got me to 20k int. Oh yeah, as for my arcane, forgot about that, I have 7,000 plus or 700 plus in arcane force, which is good enough. Most people will run 500 as for their low minion and just call it there, but I just want the extra step because I thought I just want to do extra more damage against, just to make the run a bit faster. For my inner abilities, just boss damage. Most other beast tamer will run CD skip on it, just to skip the cooldown for quite a lot of skills actually. Like in cat form, for example, you got potentially skip the cooldown for revives, or even your burst skill, which is the cradle skill, 20% more final damage, and I guess other skills too. But I'm not sure about bear form. But for sure in cat form, you could skip the cooldown for fly, a really good skill for mobbing, and also bossing too, and also baby bombers for blowing up half of the map. Since it's only a 3-second cooldown, you could do CD skip and like skip this cooldown potentially. But since I'm a bossing mule, I got boss damage for now. Because I don't think I'll be using CD skip that much. Or needing CD skip. And as for my V skills, what I'm mainly prioritizing and boosting is pulse wipe, since this is like going to be the main damage that I'll be primarily doing when I'm bossing. Also, you want some boost notes on tornado flight and formation attack. Also, little fort, and also really deep breath for this is mainly for fort follow up, because that's also like you get more damage from there from this one, because it's just extra additional damage. And for my Beast Tamer skills, just to mention, this is up to 235. And if you didn't know, Beast Tamers continue to get SP up to 250. So this is all my bear skills. As for the ones that I plan to like swap out as Fishy Slap, because I don't think I'll be using this a lot anymore. And the cat form, not cat form, tiger form, I do not use this at all. But if I were to like get some points on it, I'll probably get some points onto the passive, because they're pretty good, since you'll be needing them for the whistle skill. Bird form, yeah, this is all the skills that I have. You don't need to max this one out, it's just speed. And the feather cloak, this also, you don't have to max this one out too, if I don't remember. And yeah, all the other active skills are pretty good too, that you might need to, or yeah, you will need to like max out. Bird's eye view, if you don't have no crit rate, you can just like, no, I don't even have the skills up yet, but that's why. But yeah, you for sure easily get like 100% crit rate as a Beast Tamer. And yeah, this is all the bird form skills that I have, and then now moving on to cat form. This is all the skills that I have. Really good support. Since, yeah, as like I'll explain again, increase 20% more final damage. I think this affects for the whole party, which is pretty good. And also revive, which also could be used to time leap to reset the cooldown. Pretty good. A heal, there's no cooldown for heal, so pretty good. And also 10% crit damage for the entire party. Wow. Yeah, I am also running on 8K Legion, since I have made quite a lot of character played for quite a long time. And yeah, I think that should be about it, right? So I don't think I have any links on this right now. I didn't use any links, but this is what my bossing links would be like. This is what I'll be using for training. So yeah, and that's about all I have for now. And as for my other goals that I plan to finish, I think I'll be finishing, well, of course, Ignition for hyper burning, and also the new Cygnus, trying to get those bonuses. But as for a side thing, I'm working on the Ice Lightning. So yeah, that's about all I have for my boss mule checkpoint for the Beast Tamer. Now that I'm pretty much done on this character. So yeah, thanks for watching.